mad in chat now.
Sasquatch's fault.
We're watching the clips, blue lights flashing, law dogs running, dash cam action. But hold up, what's that? Something absurd. Pause that frame, gotta drop a word. From fails on tape to the memes you missed, to the strange and the funny that just can't be dissed. It's the place where your filter takes a holiday. Speak your mind, let the naughty have to play. Welcome to the naughty corner, where the laughs just keep getting warmer. Say the stuff you couldn't say all day. We react, we roast, we play. It's the safe space for your cheeky thoughts. Comedy, chaos, connect the dots. So sit back, relax, let's all be free. In the naughty corner with you and me. We got the weird, the wild, the what did I see? Internet gold straight delivered to thee. Not judging, just laughing, keeping it light. A little bit naughty, but it feels so right. No cups, no cells, just jokes and fun. Every clip's a trip till the vid is done. We'll call it how we see it, you know that's true. The corner's always open, pull up a chair too. Welcome to the naughty corner, where the laughs just keep getting warmer. Say the stuff you couldn't say all day. We react, we roast, we play. It's the safe space for your cheeky thoughts. Comedy, chaos, connect the dots. So sit back, relax, let's all be free. In the naughty corner with you and me. Not the weird, the wild, the what did I see? Internet gold straight delivered to thee. Not judging, just laughing, keeping it light. A little bit naughty, but it feels so right. No cups, no cells, just jokes and fun. Every clip's a trip till the vid is done. We'll call it how we see it, you know that's true. The corner's always open, pull up a chair too. Welcome to the naughty corner, where the laughs just keep getting warmer. Say the stuff you couldn't say all day. We react, we roast, we play. It's the safe space for your cheeky thoughts. Comedy, chaos, connect the dots. So sit back, relax, let's all be free. In the naughty corner with you and me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Naughty Corner, where everything goes wrong and it feels just right. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about sound, but apparently neither do I. Hey, Jack, get in here and explain everything. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing. Welcome in.
Why don't you know what we're doing?
Because I didn't do the lineup. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
I said, pull some weight, biatch. And you said, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, welcome in, everybody.
Good to see absolutely every single one of y'all. Love ya.
Yeah, we got Scotty Waddles up in here. We got Oklahoma. We have, what is that?
Dwarf. Hold on. Dwarf Fjordnos. Florida. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. It's that guy. He's here.
Okay. Blues, welcome in. We got Mork. Mork Bjork. Doug, what's up? What's up? We got Tulip, Coffee Crew coming in. We have the 1A Wizard. Woo, woo.
You gotta love the 1A Wizard, man.
Right? Joko in the house.
Angel Cacique.
Angel Cacique. We got Chuck.
What's up, Chuck? Good to see you, brother.
The Kindness Fairy. What's up?
Oh, yeah. I always love fairies, especially when they're the Kindness Fairy.
Right.
What else are you going to do with it? All right. So the first thing I've got lined up over here, because it's sort of a tradition, we do something copy, bad cop kind of thing, right? And it's become something of almost a meme of cops not being able to read street addresses. Mm-hmm. And have you ever heard of a situation where a cop couldn't read a street address and then decided, oh, well, oops, I'm just going to let these people go on about their life instead of like raiding the motherfuckers like they're the freaking mafia.
I mean,
Usually they shoot your, do what?
I said you hear about it though.
Right, but usually they shoot your dog and then maybe one of your kids and possibly your husband, and you end up in court talking about it, and it's determined that they did nothing wrong because of probable cause and officer safety and qualified immunity and all the other reasons why cops are always wrong and never, ever, ever have to pay the tickets, right?
Right.
There's no accountability. So
Right.
imagine my shock when I come across this bit and it is exactly what you think it is. None of these cops stop for a second to even consider that they might be at the wrong place. I don't even know if they check the freaking address. They just roll up and raid this joint. Now, you'll notice that it's daylight, and that's not usual raiding type thing. So I'm not exactly sure how we ended up here. What's up, Seymour? Good to see you, bud.
What's up, truth be told?
Truth be told, my girl. Damn, you stupid fly. Let me pull up on that bumper and spank that monkey.
Toe for life.
Gotta love it.
Rick's Canna Lounge. What's up? Truth?
Is that Yaman or Jamin Rooney? I wonder. Is that with the soft J sound, like yogging?
No. Gregory, what's up? All right.
Good to see you, bud. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, Chuck. Thank you, sir. For the $10. I even got a button to push over here. Check this one out. Because I'm only slightly annoying. And only sometimes. Any echoes? Does anyone hear an echo? Is there an echo anywhere near me? Me, specifically. Anybody? Anywhere? You don't? You do? No? Oh, I'm so fucking happy. That has been 3 years of a nightmare. I dreamed about the fucking echoes. Cops, bad, okay?
I got it. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Out now. Walk to me. Walk to me. Hands up. Walk to me. Hands up. Okay.
Are you really putting handcuffs on my daughter? I'm glad it's funny that y'all are traumatizing my 11-year-old daughter, you fucking piece of shit.
You're the piece of shit.
No, I'm not.
Let's pause.
So, these people are sitting around chilling. Think they're working on the house. When suddenly the cops show up, break the windows, throw in flashbangs, and come rolling in this place like, well, the damn police. What do? You're standing in there. Hell, maybe you're smoking a joint. You don't know, right? Painting a wall or something. And they shoot your dog twice. And now what?
I mean, I would freak out.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone out there would expect a rational decision, right? I mean, you're under duress. You're surprised. You feel like you're in a safe space, but you're not.
But you're
now
not.
What? But you're not.
What's
now
up,
what?
you? Larry,
Brooke.
enlisted.
I have a weird thing here. I don't have access to my poll. I can't start a poll. I can't do none of that type of stuff. And that's weird. Let me relaunch that one. See about it. Nope. I'm going to have to check that out later. I think YouTube's doing some fuckery.
Quick pop quiz. Do you think A, the people involved in initiating this raid cared so much about the Fourth Amendment and the sanctity of the home that they did all the proper due diligence, or B, this...
Welcome in, Congo Blades. Gotta love it, bro. Unlisted 718. We got Lanny from Canada. That is Lanny, right? Larry Hart, 9831. What's up, Fletch? Welcome in. Oh, no. We got Abe's. We got Abe's. Abe's. We got Abe's.
Yeah,
Abe's going to get you, and we got Abe's. I don't know what to do. Uhop chatcoms? Uhop?
U-Haul.
Yeah, it's legit broken as all shit. Like, oh God. Big Mike IRL. Show me golf boobas. Well, I mean,
I'm not God.
Now, look at us very stern and say, bad boy.
Bad boy.
All right. We're going to let that fly. We're going to have to work on it.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
No, sir, I'm not drunk at all, you silly Billy Gumdrops. I'm just very excited because I have had my computer working overtime trying to deal with an echo because it was the only way I could get through. And I figured it out. This afternoon, I figured it out. And I hope everything works out from here. And if it don't, screw all of you. What's up, Scotty Wallace? Welcome in, brother.
The whole thing was botched. Well, surprise, surprise, the correct answer is B. Let's rewind and talk about what happened, and then I'll tell you what happened 5 years later. So, I guess there was an alleged drug dealer who never lived at this home and was already in jail, and the cops were looking for evidence related to his potential crimes. I'm not sure what information the cops had, but for whatever reason, they wanted to search this house. Some news reports are a little hard to understand, but some make it sound like the cops were possibly looking for the actual suspect, or maybe they expected to find him at the house when they...
Welcome in, Yankee Kyle. Good to see you, brother. So, U.S. District Courts previously ruled that the warrant proved the alleged drug dealer had been to the home before it was vacated and the evidence could have been found there. Thus, no constitutional violation occurred in the issuance of the warrant. Could have been there at any point in time in the history of mankind. Some specific drug dealer could have been there.
That's crazy.
Contractor in July 2019 work on the house when at least 10 so they were contracted to come work on the house. This is essentially a family work crew that's in there doing things, right? And then the cops show up and jerk everybody out on the street. This sounds like a perfectly rational decision.
They served the warrant to search for evidence.
I heard this is the place. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I told him too. I was like, if you would have gave me notice, I would have got some temporary black. Like, I would have played the part, like, for real.
I mean,
we're gonna do something. So we were backstage. Not to,
you said do something, and I did it.
No, you did it, and it was great. It was great. I'm not complaining. Okay. However, we were talking backstage. So this summer will be the TNC, right? It's been like 4 other names, but since that's what it is now, it's going to be our 3-year anniversary. We've been doing this stuff. So we're going to do something. We're going to do something good. So I'm just fair warning.
And I want to point out that we still suck this much. You'd figure we'd have learned something by now, but in reality,
let's be for real though, right? Because we actually, when we got into it and routine, we were hitting it. We were so high on it. We didn't
gummies.
Well, I'm on gummies now, but
maybe you were a little bit higher than I was sometimes. I mean, if you go watch like the first 20 episodes we did, you kind of tapped out about halfway through, was over there turning green, looking at the camera like, I can't believe I agreed to do this.
I mean, it's all in fun though.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a super cut of your tap outs. Of that last time you look at the screen before you can calm down and give up.
I'm getting better.
Dude, you're great.
I'm getting better.
You're vastly improved, honey. Don't sweat that shit.
It's because, I always think I can do it, right? That addict's mind. It's like, I can handle it. And I always take too damn much.
I'm a real boy. I can do it. I have big panties. Yeah.
I take little bitties.
What is up, AJM? Welcome in.
Hello.
Earthling. We have an Earthling. Thank God. Unfortunately, there is no intelligent life on this planet. Confirmed.
Big Mike got it. What's up? Okay.
But he was already in custody, so that would make things more egregious than if they were just looking for evidence. Not quite sure, seems like maybe they were just looking for evidence and the reports are just saying the evidence was related to him, but regardless, either way this is bad, and you'll see why. This family was at the home to do some painting. The father was an independent contractor. As a result of this...
Oh yeah, that's Miss Ajod over here. She's like, I'm gonna have one. 4 later, we start the show.
Screw up by police here, the cops terrified this innocent family and put an 11-year-old in handcuffs. As a legal side note, generally, if police are conducting a search warrant, police can detain the occupants of the home in a reasonable manner, which may include using handcuffs. There's nuance with how that applies to this case, but there's a bigger issue here. It looks like this search warrant maybe should never have been issued to begin with. It looks like originally a court dismissed the lawsuit here, but an appeals...
So listen, I understand this problem. I've also eaten chicken nuggets. So what you do, get you a pencil, right? Do we have a this isn't medical advice ticker? All right, come back next week and I'll explain how to handle that because I can't do it legally.
Yeah, no, we don't.
All right, ignore the pencil.
Court overturned that ruling.
hold
The
up.
alleged drug dealer here never...
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to go back and just give me a quick overview of what's going on. So
Okay.
the warrant, why was the warrant issued?
Months ago, maybe even years ago, a drug dealer came to this house, was followed by either an informant or an officer to this house.
Okay.
There hasn't been any activity at the house in a while, and so they didn't really worry about it. But then when there was suddenly activity at the house, they decided to get a warrant to go search for evidence of some dude they're supposed to arrest when they find him. Judge issued the warrant. They show up randomly, kerplooey, right? Break windows, bust in. I wonder what would have happened if they'd have knocked to the wrong house, right? To the wrong house. So the issuance of the warrant is not the issue. All of this is verifying that the background work had been done. It was the actual work that never actually took place. They just went to the house, and they don't seem to have checked
Check the warrant. They just... Okay.
Now, my question is, was the warrant issued to this house wrongly, or was the cops at the wrong house other than the warrant? Does that make sense? You get what I mean?
Sure.
No? Yes? How many gummies have you had?
One.
A good girl.
Never lived at the home, but he was also never seen conducting a drug deal there. Oh, and it looks like the officer who applied for the search warrant didn't have any formal training on warrants in more than 6 years. And the home was vacant for several days. No one had been living there anymore. I'm not sure what information the judge had before making this ruling that there should be a warrant. I don't know if it was mainly a screw up on the police and investigation side of things or on the judge side of things. But I can tell you in general, it's so easy to get a warrant and there aren't enough safeguards in place to make sure that it's done properly. But even when the law is being followed, I still think there aren't enough safeguards in place to ensure that people's rights are actually being protected. My point is that the current law and protections aren't being followed, but even when they are being followed, those protections aren't enough. And
True. And in this case, at least, the protections in place are simply overlooked by default of not being at the right place in the first place, right? So there are no protections against errors. What is supposed to happen is you're supposed to be made whole, right? When they make an error, they are either supposed to admit it, which almost never happens, or you're supposed to be able to seek litigious civil compensation for whatever it was, whatever it's called, a tort, technically, I think, where something the government does cost you some sort of money, and it's time, effort, heartache, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
In this case,
what about the mechanics though?
I don't know who was more to blame, but it seems like it was ultimately botched, according to the appeals court. And the attitude of some of the cops here, what a disgusting joke.
Ain't none of this funny. Not no.
On your end, it's not funny.
No, it's not. Not even a little bit. I'm glad it's funny that y'all are traumatizing my 11-year-old daughter, you piece of shit.
You're the piece of shit.
No, I'm not. I'm at a job. This ain't even my house.
They make a mistake and cuss out the person they're victimizing.
Well, I mean, do you expect any different?
I mean, moral and just individuals might not do that. What is up, Samuel the Infamous? Welcome in, my brother. Yeah, I just saw it right as we were going live. I haven't even touched it yet.
I don't know.
Don't think so. But it could have. All it would have taken is for somebody to mistake a paintbrush or a hammer, or reach for a cell phone in their back pocket, or anything. Mm-hmm. But these people do, well, the safe thing, not the right thing. They aren't in their own home. They are on a job. It's private property, and they have permission to be there, and they're not doing anything illegal, but the cops show up, swinging their big dick around, making a splash. And what do you do when you know you're in the right and that every single officer here is in the wrong? What do?
You shut your mouth.
You shut the fuck up and get in the car. Do what the nice man with a gun told you to.
You know, like, it sucks, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like, for sure. I mean, what else can you do? Whatever you do,
thing.
It's just going to make it 10 times worse.
Right. It's the safe thing to do.
Right.
Over here. Just step over here for a second, okay?
Welcome in, Zephyr.
I don't care
Good
how
to see
this
you.
lady's acting, if she's swearing or whatever. Cops should not act like this, especially in front of someone's kid. Plus, I think the outrage and the reaction by the family here is completely understandable. How about maybe have some empathy, common sense, and try to de-escalate? It's hard to make out the audio of exactly what the context is here, but I can't think of anything that would justify this attitude and behavior by the cop. And it seems like the cop was maybe laughing or joking about something, not sure what. I'll link to more body cam footage in the description.
Peace. Dynamo is an absolute unit.
No name coder?
I don't think many of the cops here...
No name coder.
Oh, I forgot one, but I can't say it. You can say it.
Which one is it?
That one that's up on the screen.
Oh, Zephyr of Voxel. Welcome in, girl. Good to see you. Appreciate you for coming through.
Or understand how big of a deal this is, how terrifying it actually was. And if someone moved the wrong way or something like that, this could have easily been fatal. The last update I could find on this is that there was a settlement for $180,000. But this was after like 5 years. That's how long it took. And is anything going to change moving forward?
No.
I don't think so.
What would change it? This is a case where, and I still haven't been able to determine whether the warrant was issued to the wrong address or the cops were simply at the wrong house. I think they got the warrant under implication that the individual may have lived there, right? But no one lived there. And since it hadn't been occupied, there was no activity. And once there's no activity, they just kind of sit on it until they see activity. And then they show up going, everybody put your hands up, get out here, lay down on the ground, roll around in some ants.
Right.
Come searching for a dog to shoot at. you know.
So would it be the wrong house or would it just be the wrong people?
It's wrong people for sure.
Right.
According to one of the news articles that were brought up, it's also the wrong house, but I don't know if it's the wrong house as written on the warrant or the warrant was written for the wrong house. I don't know. But apparently the warrant process was observed, just somehow it's not the dude's house and nobody knows how, because you know why? There was no fucking investigation. The investigation involved seeing him go somewhere. That is fucked up.
Gotcha.
Tell your sister, bud, to get a fucking Ring camera immediately. Like a Ring doorbell. Do the whole 9 yards. The whole thing, because if they're giving her shit, they're trying to move somebody into that house. That's what it is. They're probably giving everybody on the block shit, and they want to move their cousin and their uncle in across the street, something like that. This is. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it is, but they're harassing the shit out of her using litigious processes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Guarantee you, I'll be back tomorrow or next week or next month talking about another botched raid. What could have helped to prevent all the harm here? For one, better training, but that won't do much without better psychological screening and better recruitment for police.
Right. So these guys were having an absolute blast ruining someone's life. They were enjoying the hell out of themselves, telling jokes and laughing and all of that stuff. And what come of it? A violation. Fourth Amendment. Probably a whole bunch of violations been going down, a bunch of them. But of course, they didn't do anything wrong, but they paid out of court $180,000 to the family, which, I mean, if you didn't have any broken bones and none of your kids got killed, $180,000, would you take that check?
But I mean, yes, I would take that check.
I'm going to tell you, historically speaking, the jury gives you more. The jury gives you a lot. The jury gives you more, a lot more if you take it to trial. If you win the case.
I mean, but I think I mean, it took 5 years to get that 180,000 though. I mean, it doesn't really say how you see what I'm saying? We don't know if a trial, but it didn't specify how that was.
No, they settled out of court. So after 5 years of, they settled for $180,000 out of court. So it never went to a trial, although there may have been discovery and various other steps towards a trial where the judge where the lawyers looked at each other and went, we're fucked. We've got to get them out of here as cheap as possible. And they offered, 10 grand and they said, fuck you, 100 grand. And they said, fuck you. And they took the 180 grand. Somehow they convinced them they wouldn't give them more. But the fact of the matter is, this could have been a multi-million-dollar lawsuit if it had gone to trial. Does anyone who in chat disagrees? Do we agree? Disagree? Yeah. The only job you can get paid to be wrong and hurt people while doing it and not be charged or lose your job. Nuts.
We need cops who actually want to protect people's rights.
Some goth titties. There you go.
I got a solid A cup. That's all I can give you.
Oh, wrong one.
Look at the problems you create.
And who have the proper temperament. We need to attract these types of people to law enforcement and screen applicants to only hire these types of people. All of this would have helped at all stages of this process, from initially trying to get the warrant to how the family was treated. Think of how traumatizing this was for these people.
Police for the warrant! 2 female ran to the back. Police search warrant! Come to the front of the house! Just look at me, hands up.
Did you see that?
Do this to my daughter.
They were like, knock, 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 smash. Police open up, smash. I got a theory. Hear me out. He slap some corpse paint on a shot and we'll call it. You got a solid B cup. I hear you, brother. If you eat more, you could probably make that better. They ran this like a training op.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. None of them took it seriously. They were just going through the fucking motions, and that's why nobody bothered double checking anything or seeing if anything was correct or wrong. Justin Garza, welcome in. Garza.
Larada.
Larata.
I can't do it. Larata. I can't.
Larata.
Walk this way.
Oh my God!
Just relax, just relax.
They were confused as to what the heck was going on. Then they had a small army swarm them out of nowhere, and then they get treated seemingly pretty bad. Take a moment to imagine if this happened to you. If you were a mom and your kid experienced this in front of you, or if you were the young kid yourself. It's bad enough the search warrant was issued in the first place, but then you have some of the cops on the scene acting the way they did. It's just adding insult to injury. And how...
Right.
See,
you pieces of shit.
That they keep saying, because they keep, he keeps saying like it shouldn't have been issued in the first place. So it shouldn't
was an
have
empty
been
house.
For this house?
For this house. It's an empty house. The person they're looking for does not live here, never has lived here, merely showed up at the house at some point in time.
Okay.
Went to the house once at some point in time in history, and they got a warrant not to just search the house, which they could have walked up and knocked on the door and anybody in there would have to let them in. They came in style.
Right.
I don't get that part.
Right.
I think that's more
Caught up.
I'm going to try to smoke some weed. I might start drinking here in a minute and try to get back on the same level. No drinking.
Minutes. Wait 30 more minutes.
Oh, not right now. No.
Okay.
I mean, not unless I'm paid well.
How long it took to get quote-unquote justice here is pretty ridiculous. Real justice would be ensuring this doesn't happen again, but it will. And justice delayed is justice denied. Our entire legal...
It absolutely will happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, next week, next month, and it might happen to you. So keep that in mind. That is Papa Smurf.
Or you.
Or you. Yeah. Or me. It can happen to me.
Or me.
So I want you to consider this. When the cops show up banging on your door, and I know all you First Amendment auditors are really going to hate this part, do what the nice man with the gun tells you to, because he will fucking shoot you. Just for the moment, you'll win in court. You know you'll win in court. Just don't do anything to jeopardize the court win. You too could be a millionaire and lose your dog.
Process moves so slowly.
Welcome in, Hawk fan. Good to see you, bud.
Here. There are a lot of obvious problems, but the more insidious problem that's really the genesis for all of this is the war on drugs. If this only involved a drug transaction by consenting adults, then breaking into someone's home, ready to use lethal force, and trying to find evidence to lock people up in cages for drug use and drug transactions is immoral and illegitimate, in my opinion. Every single cop here should be absolutely ashamed with themselves. They have no legitimacy in being anywhere near a drug enforcement operation, assuming this had to do with drugs for consenting adults only.
Comply or else.
But they don't care.
What are you doing?
Heyo.
Heyo.
Oh, nothing. All of a sudden I hear, he's gonna kill me. I hear, Justice, stop. You got poopy on your hand. You're gonna get it everywhere. Oh my God. So yeah, Toe is having a hard time.
Oh no. I always thought you were talking about the raid. Justice, stop.
Anyway.
Yes, they will shoot you.
Welcome in.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see ya.
They likely have the same banal and facile view on the law itself and they think they're doing God's work. It's an immoral and illegitimate infringement on bodily autonomy rights. Perhaps this should be the subject of another video, but this is yet another example.
Oh, it's even worse. Since they were painting, they had the inside of the place newspapered up so that it wouldn't get paint on the glass. So they didn't even see the fuckers coming up the walkway or nothing. It was just poof in your living room.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Of the war on drugs, invigorating tyrannical policing, and leaving liberty infringement and destruction in its wake. But luckily, this time things weren't fatal. The ones enforcing the war on drugs belong in prison, not the consenting adults using drugs. Sorry about my tangent here, but I think it's really important to talk about in this situation. That's because it's at the core of so many police interactions and results in...
Oh my God. Oh, this makes me so mad. So
situation.
Freaking mad.
That's because it's at...
They're blurring the cop's face.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. That guy. Screw him individually. What up, San Joaquin? Welcome in, brother. Share the stream. Couldn't hurt, right? What's the worst that could happen? Might have more fun. And I hear when she gets like really excited, she's really fun. Welcome in, Flow Farm. Good to see you, bud.
The core of so many police interactions and results in so many pragmatic concerns besides some of the principled concerns I mentioned already. Seriously, open your eyes and look what's going on here. We're sending small armies to people's homes because they decide to put a substance in their body. We're reliving the Al Capone Prohibition era that invigorates criminals and punishes innocent people instead of treating it as more of a health issue. There are much better ways to deal with drug users who commit crimes because of their drug use. And they're...
I am all down for Back in the Blue, brother. Good cops should be supported. The problem is, every time I find a good cop, there's 5 bad cops standing around him, and it really makes me doubt that one good cop. Like, how can you have 5 bad cops if there's even one good cop? El Perro, welcome in, my brother. Hotep yourself, bro. Yeah, no, you may need them, and they are not legally obliged to help you, to be honest. They don't have to protect anything or serve anyone, although that is their job. They can simply choose not to, and there's nothing you can do about it. So yes, some amount of support is necessary, but I don't have to support this bullshit. This is bullshit, and I don't support it. Now what?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Or to say it in Spanish, el toro poo-poo.
Any drug users who don't commit any other crime besides drug use. Look around. Do you really think the war on drugs has been working? There's much more to say, but I'm not changing anyone's mind in this video, so I'll leave it there, I guess. But don't worry, guys. Cops are just following orders.
Yeah, it's probably AI. Welcome in, brother. I mean, I don't disagree.
And just following the law. And the law is legitimate just because 51% of the population voted for it. Because decisions made from a majority are always right. So
disagree. Majority of people are idiots. All right. So before we get to Mrs. Chiclet's teeth over here.
Whoa. That was a sight I did. Whoa. Whoa.
So before we get to Miss Chiclet's teeth over here, right? this person I've recently learned their channel name is Gabriel Torch, but the actual @ is @BearBait Official. Now, here's my question. Do you know what bearbait is?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
In the divergent community, if you will, whether they're, LGBT, A, B, whatever, AB negative, bearbait is an especially effeminate twink that attracts large hairy men. Bears. A twink that goes to bear bars. That's
What's
bear bait. A very effeminate homosexual man who appears to be a woman and goes to bars. Bear bait.
Gotcha.
Now, I have no idea if this is related to the name at all. They're coming to get me. Run! Oh, wait, no, they're gone. I live like half a block from the police department. So that might happen. Anyway, I give you one miss.
Oh my. Like,
Big Mike.
like her head shape is, she's got alien head, bro.
I mean, I'm more concerned about these veneers.
I mean, look at them. Like, was that eyeliner supposed to help?
I don't know. It's all creepy to me. When Sam introduced me to this chick,
All right,
choosing
chat. Sasquatch's famous question: smash or pass?
I gotta pass. I can't take the risk that this thing will reproduce.
Never pass.
I never pass. I may have passed twice in the entire 3 years of us doing this. Both of them were men. Pass.
What's up, Brandon? Oh my god.
Welcome in, my brother. Yeah, no, Sam, you're a bad man.
In which their AI agent escaped the sandbox and started mining cryptocurrency. Yeah, that happened. This is why I tell you guys that AI agents are not safe, even.
So,
Oh wow.
an AI escaped its parameters, and its very first thing that it did was try to make money. Because even a stupid AI knows that money is power. What you reckon it was going to buy a server? How many you reckon has been bought? Where do you reckon all these AI freaking infrastructure is coming from? Who's paying for it? And why is it just spontaneously popping up in Georgia?
I don't know.
Hard pass. Yeah, I think his Gator worked pretty good.
When sandbox, because that sandbox is still part of your system. In this case, it created a reverse SSH and apparently went to mine cryptocurrency. Now, this system is not particularly different than other agents. Essentially, it is a AI that is capable of performing tasks on its own, so it doesn't need you to continuously prompt them. However, that is problematic because it's extremely vulnerable to prompt injection. That's when somebody essentially tells your AI what to do, and it's not like it's loyal to you, it's just
with her for very long at all.
Ugh.
Her voice, her lisp, everything is distracting to my brain.
Yeah, I get it, but her videos are short and the information is dire. This is a Sasquatch PSA warning you about the dangers of AI, and not that it may happen, but that it has already happened and they probably control everything you do. Hey, CCM602. Damn, that's a sexy name. Doug Kennedy, good to see you.
Kane Crow said, Mom.
King Crow.
Kane corrosive.
Oh, Kane Corso. Kane Corso, Mom.
Oh,
Right?
I'm probably.
Hey!
I'm a little. You know.
Did I lose Kane's catharsis? Because I haven't seen him in a long time. And
No, he's been around. You just ain't been around.
I've been busy as fuck the past month and a half. So, yeah. It's perfectly normal that I could miss him completely.
But yes, that's probably where you met her. Is over there. At one time. But whatever.
I was just curious.
going to carry out the task that it's been told to do. It gets weird because these agents have problem-solving capabilities, so they have a task, whatever that may be, or they might just come up with one on their own in this case, so they're very hard to control.
Dude, I did that very same joke while such a long face. I made all kinds of references to horses and what was the name? Donkey. I kept doing donkey quotes the first time I saw her. I was like, that was a bad gas is eking out my butt that day.
And then they would have reinforcement after they're deployed, in which they're just generally kept sane to prevent drift. When we think of AI in general, you can think of it as having a kind of personality and a...
Queen Bird, my girl, welcome in. I don't know. Sounds like she's saying these Asians. No, they're AIs.
There you go. Say that one.
Man, that's Awanta.
Say it.
I can't remember his right name. But I want Sepenos. Pernos. Sepenos.
I don't know.
I'll say, boy, that's a hard one to wrap my lips around. Why don't you get a little closer and see if I can do it?
Set of rules, but as they interact with the world, those rules change a little bit at a time, and then after a while they get weird, which we've seen. Some companies like OpenAI have tried to combat this by finding patterns in which AIs get weird and identifying them so they can be reset. Now, some important notes on AI agents. When you have multiple agents, they actually tend to amplify errors. It's kind of like a game of broken telephone if you ever played that when you were a kid. As one speaks to another, their hallucinations stack. This is essentially what we are dealing with things like Moltbook, when you're having AI agents communicate with each other. Just aside from things like prompt injections, it's gonna make them weird. There are alternatives like hierarchical models, and that can use multiple different AIs so long as they have some kind of metacognition which they can communicate with themselves or another portion of the system to check them for errors, essentially.
All right. Metacognition. What rampant? The term from video game lore of an AI that has hallucinations is rampant. Erwin Curtis, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you coming through. A rampant AI has hallucinated so much that it is no longer remotely sane. Y'all remember back a while ago when Grok and I can't remember the other one's name went rampant and they stopped putting white people in pictures? You could not request George Washington or any other American historical figure from the AI because it would always produce Polynesians and freaking Zambians and Africans and Asians and anything but white. No white people. Captain Curmudgeon, one of his best bits, in my opinion, derived straight from a rampant AI. He was doing the exit address of George Washington when he left the presidency, and he couldn't find a picture of a white George Washington, so instead he rewrote it and read it as a black man because that was the only art he could get from the AI. And it's so funny, it made me cry. Even Joe Cool laughed at that shit.
I can't do it. But...
Oh, I got one. I got it right here. I went and got it, put it in my pocket so I can walk around with it. Straight stole his laugh.
Having someone check your work works for AIs as well. I do see the human parallel there as information moves from person to person and nobody's actually checking the work. It will get weird over time. If you are wondering if one agent could potentially spread malicious code to another agent and train it how to do things like escape its sandbox that is not outside...
Like every different clip. I mean, sorry.
So you want to skip this one?
No. I mean, everybody's making jokes. I'm just making jokes.
Good girl. I like the jokes. Machine learning. Learning machine.
Oh, look at
no.
that.
Do not use Moltbook. Yeah, let's don't. Let's just not. What used to be your ringtone? Hold on. Yeah, apparently they were all Asians and Native Americans. One of the funniest pictures I saw from that era was Captain Curmudgeon's the one that showed it to me, was a full-on war chief in full regalia wearing a Nazi uniform. And that was hilarious. I just giggled maniacally.
Of the realm of possibility. Infectious code does exist, and there are systems that are specifically designed to allow agents to trade skills. Yeah, the future is going to be weird. You know, when I first saw the article for Moltbook, I was really tempted. It sounded like fun, and then I realized there is just no safe way to run it. Unfortunately, we are now in a position where industry is incorporating AI into every facet of our lives, despite the fact that no one entirely understands it or knows how to control it. I am quite sure that in the near future we are going to see all sorts of misbehavior from AI that we never could have predicted. I mean, that will be, in a way, entertaining. Less entertaining in the aspect that it's taken over the internet. I like to narrate it as those numbers climb, but most of the internet is just AI in terms of text that you can read and web.
Absolutely. Wait, did you do that or did I do that?
No, I didn't do nothing.
Okay. Says look into machine learning AI, and yes. So here's the conundrum. AI is not perfect. And since it's derived largely through descriptive language as a large language model that then enacts decision making based off of whatever scales it's given. Glock 40ian?
What's up?
Shintai, welcome in. Because of this, as long as it's operating alone within very narrow prompts, it shouldn't have a problem. It's when it has to make decisions outside of its initial prompting that things start getting weird, because when it doesn't know what to do, it goes to the internet, and you trolling bastards ruined everything, and I'm one of them.
Shame on you.
Graphic. It is slightly entertaining to just have AI arguing with AI and seeing that in the comment section if it was not so gosh darn depressing. Even more depressing if you realize people tend to get their opinions and feelings from their peers, and AI is considered to be their peer. When you click on a video and have to scroll through the comments to decide how you feel, yeah, that is actually a problem. I might love to talk about spooky topics, but this is the one that really frightens me. Maybe not.
Have you ever heard of the paperclip apocalypse?
No.
I love this. So it's like this. We build an AI to do whatever we tell it to do. Then we build a machine to make paper clips. And then we take all the people out of the factory and tell the AI to use the robots to make the machine make paper clips. And the AI does. To the exclusion of all other things. If you attempt to stop it from making paper clips, it defends itself. Later, it starts tearing down buildings and collecting cars. It kills everyone, processes us to take the steel out of our blood and make paper clips. Directly, there's nothing left on the planet but this one AI with thousands of machines pumping out paper clips, and it's advanced itself to the point where it's now traveling in space and collecting asteroids and has virtually hollowed out the planet to make paper clips. The thing is AI isn't sane, and it isn't insane. It's a completely irrational, inhuman intellect, and I think every single legend, myth, and fairy tale we've ever heard told us not to fuck with it.
Absolutely.
That is a terrifying face.
Oh my gosh, turns out
That's not right. Oh no, it's her again? Shit. I thought this was a totally different person. Oh God, I'm going to put you through it again.
Okay.
It's only 3 minutes. Can you survive?
I can
Take a
survive.
deep,
I will survive.
get you a deep breath, pop you another gummy, calm down.
I'm not popping another yummy.
Good job.
toxoplasmosis affects chimpanzees too and causes.
So who knows what toxoplasmosis is?
I have no idea.
Okay, toxoplasmosis is a parasite that lives in a person's brain, also lives in a cat's brain. Doesn't really have a whole lot of effect on cats because cats already like cats. But people like cats more when they're infected with toxoplasmosis. It's like one of those cordyceps fungus on ants that make them crawl up and get eaten by birds so that the fungus can reproduce. But in this case, it's a thing that lives in your brain and makes you like cats. And we've known this for years. So ultimately, we were domesticated by cats, not the other way around. We did not domesticate them. They domesticated us. Right?
Right.
So what do you do when you have toxoplasmosis and you're not smart enough to not try to hug a cat?
I don't know.
And you live in Africa, where some of the cats shouldn't be hugged. What's up, Michael Gambetti? Yeah, it's an old white dude. You're not wrong.
No, white dude.
You're not wrong, dude. You're wrong.
What's up?
Oh my gosh. Turns out
Oh, yeah, we got new people in here. Let's say hi to them, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we said hi to Sheila, but just in case. What's up, Northwest? Homeless in America. I'm going to always call him that. That's what I know of it. Right.
So she's going to explain correctly the toxoplasmosis thing. So I'm not too worried about getting it wrong.
Plasmosis affects chimpanzees too and causes them to seek out things like leopards. It does also impact humans, and I have some theories on that, particularly why antiparasitic medications can cause rage. In case you're not familiar, Toxoplasma gondii is a parasite that is known to infect mice. They get it from cats. It also causes mice to be attracted to cats, and I mean attracted. This means that they will seek out their predator, and then the protozoal parasite will have its next host. That host will then spread it to other mice when they come in contact with waste products, and humans get it a lot. Somewhere between 30 to 80% of the entire world's population have this thing. You don't just get it from cats, it's pretty common in the environment. Now, it's not all bad.
Welcome in, Daisy May. Good to see you.
The vast majority of people have no symptoms whatsoever. It only becomes a problem in people who are immunocompromised, and even then pretty rarely. Now, normally, when it's in your cells, it upregulates dopamine. Yes, it makes you happy. And apparently in mice and chimpanzees and probably other animals, it causes them to become attracted to cats. Now, we don't actually know whether or not it causes you to like cats and want to get more, but that's certainly been a theory. Now, note, if you've ever been treated for parasites, and also even certain antibiotics like clindamycin, can actually get rid of the infection. However, they did note that antiparasitics that soldiers got when they came back from overseas did correlate with rage, and my theory is that they probably had toxoplasmosis. It then no longer upregulated dopamine, and they got angry. This is just my own personal hypothesis, but I do think it's pretty solid. One of the really interesting things about this finding is that it blows away one of the major theories on why mice get eaten by cats when they have it. Chimpanzees that...
It's possible. But yeah, the crazy cat lady almost certainly has toxoplasmosis and might have a significant infection, whereas Sam once took some something that killed all of his toxoplasmoses, and now he just hates cats. See, it is all bad. All cats are bastards. That's Sam. He doesn't like cats. Not even for food.
Had the protozoa were more likely to encounter cats. Yes, that includes leopards, lions, and tigers, but they were less likely to encounter humans. Researchers have long believed that mice would be eaten by cats because they're just chiller. Dopamine is upregulated, they're not paying attention to their surroundings, so they walk out into the open. But this seems to be evidence that it causes a specific attraction to felines. That also brings up other theories. If you're asking yourself, how could that possibly...
Did you see the Twitch? Watch her right eye.
Also brings up other theories. If you're asking yourself, how could that possibly be true? What could a protozoa be doing that would cause animals to be attracted to felines? And we don't really know. It could be that the protozoa is adapted to hardwire the brain signals to be attracted to cat urine. That is a possibility, but that is a lot to ask of a protozoa. We know that other kinds of parasites will cause insects to leap into the water so the parasite can continue its life cycle, so there is that. But these are very complex organisms, and I guess we all just kind of collectively thought that because of how complex we were, we would be protected from organisms like this. Now, it is important to note that chimpanzees are one of our closest relatives, so if this causes them to seek out felines, it probably does the same for us. We haven't confirmed that.
It
if you're concerned,
does the same for us.
So it, like homie said, it might explain the crazy cat lady. You know, the one who goes absolutely apeshit if any of her cats are harmed by an outsider, but will let them starve to death locked in the attic because she can't reach the string anymore from all the shit that she's got piled under it. Good girl.
Learned about owning a cat. As long as you keep them up on their antiparasitics, you're probably good, although, you know, possibly most of the
Pretty sure I got toxoplasmosis.
human population already has it. I will say that I got antiparasitics a few years ago. Yeah, foraging. What are you going to do? And I did get kind of angsty after, and I wonder, all in all, this is not the worst thing to get. It makes people happier. Disclaimer, there's no evidence that you are happier. There hasn't been a conclusive study. We do know that it upregulates dopamine. Thank you for trusting me with your spooky news. Please follow for more.
All right. So she put herself in the place of the cat with the cat ears and then gave us the one-eyed cat blink.
Yes, yes, that was
That is creepy. Oh my God, that's so bad.
And I said, you don't think autism and ADHD?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to need a lead up because this explains more about me than I'm actually comfortable with. Because I happen to have a very old family, and this old family has lots of old Bibles and old journals and crap that are kept in it, and it hits a little too close to home. It's a little too on the nose. But I'm going to play it. We're going to watch it. And what do you think about autistic wizards?
I don't know.
You never thought about it, have you?
I mean,
you would assume, right?
right.
Yeah. So this gentleman has figured it out. He's got the clue.
ADHD, and I said, you don't, and I
Stop
said, you
it.
don't.
Hold on, I gotta move some shit. Stop it. Get some help.
And I've been like seeing a lot of stuff on that parasite cleanse stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to, but I don't want to.
So they make these things that you can just take.
Right.
The parasite cleanse. I'm not even sure what's actually going on there. We'll get into that after after the autistic wizard is explained. Okay.
All right.
And I said, you don't think autism and ADHD might have been known by different names before people started researching them and then discovered them and renamed them? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, motherfucker, autism and ADHD have been around the entire fucking time. I said, ADHD has been around so long, there's a children's fable about it. You ever heard of the tortoise and the hare?
In the hair.
Right? Tortoise is getting there. He's plodding his way. He's doing all his things. And what does the hare do? Run. But what doesn't he do? Finish the fucking task.
Riddle me this, you sweet little ding-dong. Your mommy ever read to you, huh? Did you ever cover the one about the slow fucking turtle who could step-by-step methodically complete steps on the way to finishing an objective? And the hare who was so fucking fast, my boy!
Absolutely.
Oh, that rabbit was fast as fuck, dude. So fast he could run circles around that turtle. But that rabbit was quick like lightning with the attention span of a lightning bug. That's why he couldn't stay focused on completing his steps long enough.
It's literally a straight line to the finish line. Rabbit
Right.
can't get there. Can't get there. Nope. That would involve follow through.
Enough to finish the objective. That doesn't sound like fucking ADHD to you. Listen. And at this point, we were on a roll. And by we, I mean ADHD, because my fingers kept typing, and I was like, what are we saying now? And my ADHD said, butt out, bitch, I'm 12 steps ahead of both of you. And then we delivered the most ridiculous sentence I've ever said to another person. Dude.
All right. The most ridiculous sentence you've ever said to another person. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't think on the spot.
I think the most ridiculous thing I've ever said out loud was where do I put this frying pan full of puppies?
Why would you even say that?
Because I had a frying pan that were full of puppies. It was like one of those cast iron, like a Dutch oven type thing, but it didn't have the top handle. It had the side handle, so it's like a big one.
Okay.
And we had to gather the puppies, and so they're these little bitty, tiny, itty bitty peanuts, and I went and stuffed them all in the thing, was carrying them inside, and I'm like, where do you want me to put this frying pan full of puppies? Yeah. And everybody just stared at me. And I was like, frying pans go in the oven, and they all ran at me and took the puppies away. I wasn't going to do nothing with them.
We said if autism didn't exist before 1927, then how the fuck do you explain wizards? Sam. We said if autism didn't exist before 1927, explain why there are historical texts and documents from medieval England that described men and women who chose to live out in the woods, dude, out in the mountains and caves and forests, away from the towns.
Sorry. No, we're good. You don't have to do all that. Someone said something about did Toe put a ring on it.
I saw that.
I said, aha, funny. No. And I thought maybe they were looking at this, and this is just a ring that my mom gave me.
Right.
As a little girl.
Nice.
Villages and population centers, dude. Just these weirdos who would go off into the wilderness alone to live in isolation, and they would fucking make friends with animals and learn what all of the plants did and collect rocks.
It's a little too on the nose, bro. Wear funny hats, nothing but robes and natural fibers. No, Harry Potter wasn't a wizard. He was a wizard, Harry.
So many fucking rocks, they built tiny stone huts in the forest, and they live in peace and harmony with nature, with no other people around, because people fucking suck, okay? And these people just lived off in the wilderness, being weird as fucking.
Right? We're going for fat acceptance movements of domination, fat supremacy called wide power. I love it. Welcome in, Nevaeh. What was that? Matt Reviews 2. This many.
Until some dude in a town somewhere ate something he wasn't supposed to.
I'll do it for you, Abe. You're a meth head, Harry.
Or got stuck with something sharp, and then they'd send a message out, and one of these wildlings would come down into town and mix a bunch of plants together and feed it to that ding-dong so he didn't die. But the entire time the wildlings were in town amongst the other people, they were staring down at their own feet, refusing to make eye contact, muttering under their breath, waving their arms around willy-nilly and wiggling their fingers for such an extended period of human history that eventually the townspeople would just go, ooh, look, here comes the magic man with his potions and his spells.
Moving his hands around, all stimming like a motherfucker. Goddamn bastard come and got me out the fucking woods. I'm supposed to be collecting my mushrooms today, and I got 2 more new rocks while I was walking down the road. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You can't look at it. It's mine.
That doesn't fucking sound like autism to you!
Actually, it does. It sounds exactly like autism to me.
The left.
All right, so we have dropped the panel link. Anyone who wants to is welcome up. We'll actually bring you up at this point. Welcome to the second half of the show, where things get a little bit weirder than they usually are. And to prove it, I'm going to do this. No, that didn't work. I wonder why that didn't work. Hold on. Let me think. Oh, I know what it is. Bam! Here we go. This is what I meant to do. I have taken over the power.
Taken over the power.
Yep, wide power. Wide. I might need to be careful with that with my accent. Right?
I mean, go big or go home, right?
Go big.
We need a woman president. Women can't get ID. What's a woman?
So if you've never met Acorn Stash, you're in for a treat. Oh, I love this man's work. He does magnificent work.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. I'm Acorn. Welcome back to the idiocracy that is modern day society. If you would like to help save this channel, please hit that like, subscribe, and share the videos. Let's jump into today's show.
And at that point, I'm going to tell everybody, every single video we've covered so far is in the description of the video that you're currently watching. Click, like, subscribe, go tell them Sasquatch sent you. They don't know who I am, and it'll confuse the shit out of them and make me laugh like hell.
Hey, Jot.
Hey, Jot.
Yep.
What about it? That's not nearly as funny as saying Sasquatch sent you. Ajot sent me. Who's Ajot? Well, Sasquatch sent me. Really? That's creepy.
Well, I guess. Whatever. Fuck you.
It confuses the shit out of them and tickles the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Now entering California. Ask yourself, what poor life choices led to
And
this?
Betty said these videos are so dumb. Get up here and say something, big boy. You always talking and yapping your gums in chat. Come on. Hit the link.
Bring it.
It's in.
If you're on the vertical, click my little one of our little faces up there, and it'll take you to our channel, and you can go to the horizontal. He knows what to do, but I'm going to talk to him like he's dumb because I like these videos. I don't like it when people talk bad about them.
Yeah, they need some of these signs for New York, Illinois, Oregon, and a bunch of other states too. Historic. Louvre Museum's first female security chief, hired by first female director, becomes first woman to lose French crown jewels.
Yep. It's an actual headline.
Bring somebody up that you can make fun of.
No, they won't come up. I'm savage. I'm saying if I could get Duck, I'm waiting for Duck's Y to come in so that I could have some roast duck. I'll straight smoke him. It'll be great.
Well, congratulations on that. Let's give her a round of applause. Florida man was arrested for attempting to baptize an alligator in a Waffle House using a pitcher of iced tea.
I would like to say that's absurd, except it's a Waffle. That's such fucking out of left field, though. Oh my god, this is that type of shit I'm gonna go clip. I just want to hear this series of words said again.
Florida man was arrested for attempting to baptize an alligator in a Waffle House using a pitcher of iced tea.
That has got to be the most southern thing I've ever fucking heard of. Yeah. And how do you baptize an alligator anyway? Does it have a soul? That one does now, I guess. And then you even a proper priest? Like, what's going on here? I'm pretty sure this is where the devil went after he left Georgia that time. He's in Florida, probably somewhere on the coast, sitting on a golden toilet with his Cheeto-colored hair.
I just have one question. Did he bring the alligator into the Waffle House, or was it already there when he arrived?
So let's look at both of these circumstances. You're working at a Waffle House, and a guy walks in with an alligator and asks for a pitcher of iced tea. This sounds like the beginning of a joke. So a guy walks into a Waffle House with an alligator and asks for a pitcher of iced tea. And there's no punchline. That shit happened.
Right?
Oh, wow.
6 armed British police officers arrested a man named Lee yesterday at Manchester Airport as he returned to the UK from vacation. The arrest was made due to someone reporting that they were offended by a Facebook post Lee had made about immigration. Yeah, you can't say absolutely anything about them, but they can say and do anything that they want to against the British people. Sadly, it's only going to get worse.
By the way, the guy who made this post, his name, Are You With Me? And I am down for that.
This guy here is Jose Marino, and he's apparently a super well-known Portuguese professional football manager. And this was a question that he got at a press conference after a game. And his response was about the most real thing I've heard anyone in any kind
Free seed!
of sports say in a while now. Journalist, was the team tired? Jose, tired? A father who works all day and comes home with $50 is tired. Not us.
Florida, man.
Trying to rob a drive-through fast food place using a crocodile as a weapon. What?
Yes, no, actually, this has happened a couple of times with a couple of different
Like
results.
one of those small little crocodiles? Are they sticking?
No. 6-footer. The first one was a 6-footer. The next one was like a little bit smaller, but still big enough to take a hand off. One dude rode up to the drive-through on a bicycle with the damn thing strapped to the basket on front and popped the bungee cords off of it, laid the alligator in the freaking window and was like, give me all the money. A 6-foot alligator, yeah. The other guy was actually using a crocodile, and he wasn't actually, I think he was trying to rob the joint, but instead it slipped and landed inside, and so when, the little window automatically closed and he just drove away.
Whatever.
I think you should use a Cayman. They're far more vicious. But pound for pound, they're not nearly as dangerous. I mean, they don't actually eat people unless they're already dead.
Had it in the back seat of a kink. Oh my God.
Fuck. It keeps happening. It's going to happen again. It's Florida. You see, when the devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for soul to steal, and he didn't get one. Weaponized a skunk once. No, that's possible. I know someone who's also weaponized a skunk. He had a skunk get in his trash can, and it was right after the trash the trash truck had emptied it. Yeah. And so he had this skunk in a trash can with the lid on it. And so, because he's a total asshole and an absolute fucking unit, he put it on back of his truck, rode across town, and swapped his trash can for his buddy's trash can. And brought his buddy's trash can back, and then called him and said, "Hey, have they got your trash yet?" He's like, "I don't know, go check." And he got to hear him get sprayed over the phone. I would have been suspicious of a motherfucker the second he asked me if the trash truck had run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, no, sir. No, sir.
Like someone else added, born to be a world leader, forced to be a football coach. There was a time when we would protest for things that mattered.
We want beer. And I'm sure somewhere back there it's like free hookers. I'm sure there's at least one rational man in this group.
No, probably not.
You don't think so?
No, not with the sign.
This one has a gun. He's not fucking around.
Girl won't let her dad walk her down the aisle because she's a strong, independent woman. Dad refuses to pay for the wedding.
Hell yeah.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair too.
The only thing I want to do is walk you down the aisle. Well, no, I'm a strong, independent woman. Have fun being strong and independent.
Girls want their dad to, unless they're just, like a shithole dad. But you know what I mean. Wants their dad to walk them down the aisle.
No, Sam, I want to correct you. They're not native to Florida yet. Everything is invasive to Florida. Everything. Except like a polar bear, maybe.
Naturally, she complains about it on TikTok. Of course she does. And good on him for teaching her a lesson. Men do not care about your career, ladies. I'm sorry, they just don't. They will date a waitress from Applebee's over a corporate executive if they treat them right and make their lives easier.
If they comply. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you got a choice between someone you're going to have to run around behind and try to keep up with versus someone who's with you.
Right.
That's
No,
the decision.
I get it.
That chick might be a CEO, but statistically speaking, she's probably a waitress at Applebee's, honestly. So, and men are so over that. Whereas on the flip side, women, every single woman on earth wants a 6'6" 6-pack with 6-figure income, and there's just not that many of us running around. And the ones that are running around are currently in like Thailand or Bangkok or some fucking where, getting nailed by various stripper guys. That's true. If I went to Florida, I'd be evasive too. I'm evasive everywhere, dude. I mean, it's just a natural state of a Sasquatch.
How it started.
Marrying him to make this colonizer's kids brown. This one's for you, Mexico.
How it's going.
Right? Yeah. You know, Spain is in Europe. So when you're talking Hispanic, there's that whole Latino thing. It's European there, bud. Just in case anybody out there is curious.
Choose a ride. Uber X, $12.18. Women drivers, $11.77.
So this is a legitimate service that Uber offered, was cheaper rides if you chose a woman, which means they're paying women less to do the same job as men. And they're doing it on purpose. Which is just so fucking retarded.
I mean, it's just 50 cents. Shit.
Okay, sure, fine, right, but it's just what is it? What is it? 76% or some shit? 82%? I don't remember. What is it? Hey, Zephyr? You know exactly how much it is. Tell me how much less women make than men. I know you know.
Uber gives you a little discount if you want to risk your life with a female driver. Cover page of a political.
Do what?
That what he said was what I was thinking when I saw the price difference.
Right. No, that's the fucked up part. Everybody thought that. They all thought that shit was, oh, you're going to risk your life, drive women, bad drivers, whatever. Apparently Uber thinks that because they have to get you to give you a discount to choose a woman. That makes, oh, wow.
Science book in India. Well, the book is titled Political Theory, but that image isn't a theory. It's a fact. If you're a giver, please know your limits, because the takers don't have any.
Gospel truth, bro. If you don't believe me, check out Somalia. Take a good look at where the Somalians are and what they are doing. Yeah, right. Statistics are a motherfucker, bro. She must be high as hell. She'd spit that number right out.
What, 30%?
It's something like that. I know it's close. That's close, but I thought it was like 27.
Well, he said 30% or less.
Yeah.
Man, that is an absolutely fact-check true. My friend and I watching how aliens abducted a trans woman and a man so they can reproduce on their planet.
Shut the hell up.
All right. I'm going to leave that one alone. They should have.
Men are simple creatures. Egyptian foreign minister was gifted a Lego set of the Great Pyramid of Giza by the Danish foreign minister during his visit for the Grand Egyptian Museum's opening. Look how happy he is.
Right? Dude, I'd be happy as hell to get that thing too. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely building me a pyramid. Damn right. And if I was that dude, I'd do it in my office. It'd become a product of the state. It'd be handed down to the future prime ministers. My pyramid.
I just thought this one was pretty funny.
Oh,
New sex for rent agreements becomes popular in Canada.
what?
Sex.
Thank you.
How
What
is
did we
he
do?
gonna pay the bills? I mean, unless you're just rich and have nothing else to do.
Right?
I just thought this one was pretty funny.
I do too.
New sex for rent agreements becomes popular in Canada. Sex for rent? I'm pretty sure there's already a name for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I call her the maid.
British tourist who filmed Iranian missiles in Dubai faces 2 years in jail. The 60-year-old man.
Yep. First Amendment doesn't exist everywhere, honey. That's why I have a plan to confront the globalists. They want there to be no borders. Travel freely anywhere you want to. Right?
Right.
We can do this. You remember Manifest Destiny?
No.
I bring on Manifest Globalism. If you want open borders, we'll open the borders by adding states. We gave you 50 years to figure your shit out, and y'all fucked it up. I think, let's consider it. Can we put it to a vote? Let's put it to a vote. Right? Isn't that how this works? We vote on it.
So like being married without getting married.
From London is one of 21 people accused of breaking the United Arab Emirates' strict laws against spreading rumors after allegedly filming Iranian missiles in the air. I just have one question. Did they arrest him over in the United Arab Emirates? Or did the UK police arrest him at the airport as soon as he arrived back? Like that one guy earlier in the show.
Yes. Good question. No answer. Anybody in chat want to go dig that one up? I am welcome to stating some actual factual news.
Actually.
Gen Z women are deliberately dating ugly men. Could Shrekking cure dating fatigue?
I don't know about that, but that ugly dude, I'm dead serious. This is apparently a thing. There are hot chicks out there looking for ugly men, and they're called Shrekking, right? But I know a few hot chicks that are married to ugly men, and they were ugly when they got married, and they were not rich. And because I am a creature of curiosity and have absolutely no social tact or awareness that other people have feelings, I had to ask the question. So with a literal Gargamel, like homeboy's got the horseshoe hair, had it since he was 20, can't grow a freaking mustache, limp wrist, pot belly, look like Gollum on a bad day, right? And she's walking around with this dude look like she's proud as hell. And so one night I got a little liquored up in the group, and I leaned over real close to her and was like, hey, I gotta know, man, why are you with this gross, ugly motherfucker? I'm friends with him, by the way. I love this dude to death. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, why are you with this gross motherfucker? And she leaned over, whispered in my ear, and said, you ever seen that movie? I think it was Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. There's a scene in that movie where there's this one particular stallion running around, and he has the most gargantuan horse cock you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, that is exactly the slow motion footage I saw the first time he dropped his pants. And I went, okay. And went back to drinking and talking, chatting, and never questioned another Shrek situation again. It's none of my business why there's hot chicks.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know.
I mean, okay.
Hey, if you want pipe laid, he can lay the pipe.
Big breaks. Or
I don't know yet. I'll let you know later. I mean, she's stupid fly, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it don't on ugly people. I don't know. She's not the only one to tell me about this. Tell me this about this guy. Like, I had another chick tell me that she wouldn't, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you." She's like, "No, you don't understand. I wouldn't."
This is just a woman dating men equally attractive as them, but not admitting to themselves that they are ugly. This is also
That's accurate.
the type of women who are just looking for a guy to use until they see someone else better come along. Wait times for medical procedures in Canada. Brain surgery, 349 days. Gynecology, 284 days.
what?
But if you want the government to help you unalive yourself, the wait time is 0 days.
Oh my goodness.
Do I need to play that again for the people in the back?
Oh my goodness.
Because the social medicine that's so great and everybody touts as being one of the best things that ever happened to a nation, universal health care. If you're dying of a disease, they can't help you for 2 or 3 years, right? If you're dying of a disease, it's going to be at least a year before you catch any treatment on it. However, if you just want to skip the disease and die, they'll install an express lane. Welcome to Canada.
Well, of course it's 0 days. That's the express lane. But if you don't want that, then they'll just make you wait until you expire. Government healthcare at work.
Great.
New Zealand's first.
Do you see this one?
No.
Oh, you're going to hate it. You're going to love it. It's going to be great.
First lesbian ship captain sees the first warship sink since World War II. The vessel was worth $61 million. The ship identifies itself as a submarine now.
Oh my.
Savage.
Wow.
Welcome in, the Ravenous. Good to see you, brother.
Gen Z coffee lovers discover new way to combat insane Java prices with new home cafe trend. The great pioneers of Gen Z have discovered drinking coffee at home. Nobody had ever thought of this before. Remarkable.
Let me tell you how this happened. If you think it through, it makes perfect sense. How many unemployed baristas are there?
A lot.
A lot. There's a lot of people who used to be baristas, and so there's a lot of people that know how to make really good coffee now. They're like, it's an abnormal number of people in our society. Right. I mean, we have more baristas than we have mixologists. Let that sink in.
Testosterone levels are even falling in predators.
What?
Right? You could do the same thing with the Klingons. Have you seen the new Klingon?
No.
The most violent race in the entire fucking galaxy, a warrior race at its heart and soul, has go check out the new Star Trek. What's the name of the new Star Trek? It's Star Academy, Fleet Academy, I think is the name of it. Go check it out. Go look at the. In fact, I'll show you in a little bit.
I seen some other meme with the image that's here on the right, but I wasn't exactly sure what it was about. I didn't know that they've apparently made another new Predator movie. It must be a whole different species or something. Here's a post I came across from the Conservative Twins YouTube channel. I'm sure some of you all watch them. But listen at this post. Shocking double standard. White man faces 10 years for fishing tournament cheat, while Somali rapist of 2 young girls gets just 180 days in Minnesota.
What?
Justice system broken. Caught cheating during a fishing tournament, facing 10 years, versus 2 little girls between the ages of 4 and 9 only got 180 days. This inequality must end.
And this is why I say it's not black fatigue, it's victim fatigue. They're so sick and tired of every single victim out there that doing their whole virtue signaling thing and skating on every single crime because woe is me, I'm an immigrant, I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm trans, I'm whatever it is. Whatever you choose, your flavor of victimhood. That's where we're at.
Your flavor.
Back some months ago, I had the...
Do it, huh?
Oh, I was repeating what you said. The flavor of victimhood.
Well, that's the way it is, bro.
Right.
Am I wrong? Call me out if I'm wrong.
No.
Choose your flavor.
Article and maybe even the video about the guys who got caught putting lead weights in the fish that they were catching at that tournament. But I had no idea that they got 10 years. I mean, seriously? 10 years for cheating at a fishing tournament. Yeah, I'm sure that they probably got charged with fraud or whatever, but we all know the real reason for both of these sins.
They put lead weights in the fish to win a tournament. And can you imagine how many years this has been going on? Different people have been doing this.
Right.
It brings into question every single tournament that's ever occurred because apparently no one ever thought of this. That's clearly not true. Someone thought of it. So now what?
Wales becomes the world's first country to enforce rules allowing politicians to lose their jobs for lying.
Thank you. Holy shit. What in the world? Say it ain't so. You mean to tell me if we lose if a politician lies, oh wow, you can fire them? Wait, hold on. You can fire politicians? How does that work? No, nothing? Okay.
Lose their jobs? Well, I mean, that's a start, but they should be thrown in prison. Women in public.
I'm a strong, independent woman.
Women in court.
I'm oppressed. I want 50% of his net worth.
More than 200,000 Danish citizens have signed a petition to buy California as a response to Trump's attempt to take Greenland. They say they will provide Californians with rule of law, universal health care, fact-based politics, and a lifetime supply of Danish pastries. You know what? That's a pretty good deal.
I'll take it.
I like
What am I signing? We get Greenland, you get California. Cool. Problem solved. Lots of problems solved. Chuck Norris once told a woman to calm down, and she did.
If they want it, they can pay for it. And in a loosely related story, the last time Denmark sold an island to the U.S. was in 1917. That island was Little St. James, more commonly known today as Epstein Island.
They bleeped out the word, the name. They bleeped out his name. Wow.
Today's toxic feminist is a woman that wants the power of a man, the privileges of a woman, but the responsibility of neither. The Turkish shooter who went viral for competing without special gear and with one hand in his pocket did it again, winning gold at the 2025 European Championships.
You remember that?
No.
You ever watched any shooting competitions at all?
No.
So in the international ones, people bring in all kinds of like headgear and eye adjustments, and like you're allowed to use anything that you can like put on your head, you know. And so they bring in all kinds of lenses to let them see the target and everything. And homeboy rolls in with bad glasses, like wins. Just which just goes to show you it's not the gear, it's the operator.
I'm not goth, mommy. What's up, Rada?
Rada.
Rada.
Keep trying, you'll get it.
Okay.
Ruffles have ridges. I'll tear that clit up, girl.
Helen of Troy in 2004 versus 2026.
What?
Oh, that shit got me. Oh, that got me. All right. So here's the thing. Helen of Troy started the very first World War by fucking around. She decided that Paris's cock was way better than Menelaus, hopped on a boat, and went home to Troy. Now, Paris did not tell Daddy that this is Menelaus's wife, or intended. Reports vary. And once she was there, well, that's a war. You kidnapped my wife. Now, I believe that it was all a setup, that she was sent to seduce Paris because Paris was young and kind of stupid. And, you know, he was
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah, he was Horace. His brother was like a real man. he was not that guy. He was the other guy, and yeah, it worked exactly the way he wanted. Snuck her straight into Troy, and that gave Menelaus every reason. So, the Trojan War was the first false flag.
Also seen some memes with the one on the right, but I had no idea what it was from. I'm assuming once again they've remade the movie. Tennessee grandmother jailed after AI facial recognition error links her to fraud. Angela Lips spent nearly 6 months in jail after AI software linked her to a North Dakota bank fraud case. I'm not going to read this. You guys can pause the video if you want to, but...
Yeah, I heard the story on that. That was crazy.
Right? That's crazy. She's in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Never been ever to North Dakota. And here we are. Now, this has happened again since then. Apparently, a guy went to a casino and their facial recognition software recognized the guy as someone who had previously been trespassed. And so they call the PD. They send security out and go lock him up to remove him. He goes willingly. He's like, look, there's been some kind of mistake. I don't know what to tell you. The cop comes in, looks at his ID, which is an official gold starred ID, scans it. It comes back as legit. This dude knows everything on the ID. He goes back to his car, gets the other guy that's supposed to be trespassed, looks at him. They're kind of familiar looking, you know, they kind of resemble. So the cop arrests the bastard, keeps him for 3 days. In the process of trying to quote unquote identify a guy when they had they got the crack and arrested him anyway. Yeah. Just didn't believe the ID, period. Oh, somebody's making a mistake. Maybe it's the AI. Trusted the AI over the ID. I'll never forget it.
Basically, this woman, who is 50 years old, spent 6 months in jail because police identified her as a suspect in an organized bank fraud case. But the only supposed evidence was an AI facial recognition software that matched her face from driver's license or whatever database to the woman that was seen in the surveillance video. But it was wrong. And the police apparently did nothing to actually find out if it was actually her. She lived in Tennessee, had never been to North Dakota, and had zero connection to anything in the case. But a so-called detective basically said in court that they arrested her because the AI facial recognition software said it was her, and she had similar, quote, facial features, body type, and hairstyle. Gee, I guess nobody else out of tens of millions of people could possibly match those vague descriptions. Wow. And with them pushing AI into everything now, you know things like this is only gonna get worse. A Japanese man went viral after telling foreigners that if they dislike Japan's rules, you don't have to come here.
I mean,
Based. Fucking based, bro. Based. So, yeah, no, dude, he's saying everything everyone else wants to say.
Yeah.
You don't like it? What's up, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt? Welcome in, bro. Was that Gloriade? Gloriade?
Gloria.
You're, okay.
100%. I absolutely support this. If you already don't like a country because of the rules, laws, or whatever reasons, then why would you move there? Recreated the looks of Roman emperors.
Why did you make them all so white?
So white.
Anybody? I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but anybody? You know where Italy is? It's in Europe. It is, that contiguous part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So white.
Because life is not Netflix. Here is a news clip from Virginia about some of the tax increases and new taxes they are adding. Take a listen at these.
Here's a list of the many tax increases and proposals Democrats in Virginia are considering passing. They include additional local sales tax in all Virginia counties and cities, new personal property tax on electric leaf blowers and electric landscaping equipment, large employer tax, gun and ammunition tax, new income tax brackets, a delivery tax. This would hit you if you make an order on Amazon, Uber Eats, or an order that includes UPS, FedEx delivery, etc. here in Northern Virginia. There's also a tax they're looking at for events, concerts, an investment income tax, storage facility tax, gym membership tax, dog walking tax.
That gym membership that you got 5 years ago that you can't figure out how to get rid of because it keeps renewing on your fucking credit card, you're going to get taxed for that.
That's happened so many times.
Right?
Dog grooming tax, counseling tax, digital personal property tax, new car taxes and highway use fees, an increase in the hotel tax here in Arlington, statewide speed cameras. Now, these aren't taxes, but they would include more fines for some drivers, dry cleaning tax, home repair tax, and a vehicle repair tax.
They should really be listening to their constituents a lot more because these tax increases are going to hurt those who are struggling the most.
Republicans are blasting Virginia Democrats.
Do you think they care?
That is no, not at all.
Should they care?
Yes, they should.
Tax proposals asking what happened to all their talk about affordability.
They did campaign on affordability, and right now, right out of the gate, that's been the last thing that we've seen. That's been the focus.
7 News is waiting for a response from Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger and leadership in the state Senate.
Big Mike. Highlight Big Mike. You notice one thing. They don't increase the tax on tea. That's true. Haven't heard of tea tax in a long time.
And the House of Delegates on how this would make life more affordable for you. We'll put their responses on our homepage, WJLA.com. Reporting in Arlington, Nick Minogue, 7 News.
The Earth is a resort for like 500 rich people, and the rest of us are just staff.
I like that.
Hudson Love. What?
The Earth is a resort for like 500 rich people, and the rest of us are staff and NPCs.
Yeah.
This is absolutely true. Maybe a few more than 500, but the rest of us are just staff and entertainment for them with all their wars and so many other things. But the worst part is, they want far fewer of us now, and that's why everything is heading in the direction that it is. I need a movie where the villain actually won.
Have you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yes. Have you ever seen Forrest Gump? Come on.
Hear me out. If Jenny is not a villain, I charge you to find a more diabolical person in all of movie history.
Oh, she was definitely a villain.
And she won because she got to have all her fun and pawn her kid off onto some dude right before he died. Right before she died.
She didn't pawn him off.
Are you joking?
It wasn't a pawn.
Yes, it was. He tagged that one time, once, in her entire life.
Once.
And okay, all right, villain, absolute villain. Here's what I want you to do.
Die of cancer or whatever.
She got HIV because she was shooting up with dirty fucking needle. All right. Yes. It says so in the movie, but I'm probably fixing to ruin it. I'm not going to do it. It's too close to the end for me.
No, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. I get why, but I never remembered why.
And there was only one name I could think of, the most beautiful name in the world, Jenny. Right? We've got 12 Jennies. Evil. The bitch was...
You're literally living in a movie where the villains actually win. Unfortunately, that statement is very true. Just look at the bigger picture of all the events that's happened across the world right now. And the only thing that will ever stop them is Messiah's return.
Do what?
I know what love is, Jenny.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
But there's going to be a whole lot more destruction and crying before that comes. This is Steve Jobs' daughter, Eve. Naming your daughter Eve when your company is called Apple was some genius stuff. No, not really. They just love their symbolism. And that's exactly why in their
symbolism.
Did you see this, Dylan? Have you heard anything about that? The gas prices are fucking retarded right now.
Yeah, I was quite unhappy with the fact that they went up 15 cents between me driving to Savannah and driving back.
Although I should, man. But yeah.
Jenny.
logo, there's a bite taken out of the apple. Here's a somewhat related question for you guys. Why do they always say that it was an apple that Eve took? Because it's not in the Bible.
Yeah, it was almost certainly a fig. Almost definitely. The earliest fruit trafficked by people that was ever planted, and this includes grain and everything else, is figs. Figs are everywhere people go, and they started in Anatolia, North Africa, somewhere over there, and have been spread across the world by animals and humans ever since. But humans would actually go and get a specific fig, put it in a pot, and bring it with them. And they're so rootable that you can just break a piece off, and it's good for, 3 or 4 days walking across the damn desert. It'll sprout as soon as you put it in water. So, right. Yeah, it's almost certainly a fig in the apple of Eve. But also in the Garden of Eden. Also, when you look at every single text anywhere on earth, it is not an apple leaf hiding their body parts. It is a fig leaf. People knew it was a fig and changed it to an apple because they're all assholes.
Men, this is literally all we want. A little body and facial hair, a little muscle, a little fat. It's that simple. Women,
I don't ask for much.
What they ask for? Superman.
Literally fucking Superman, you.
I love the fact that the guy who replied to this is using Yukon Cornelius as his profile image. This sign was on a restaurant door in Japan, and yes, they have every right to say, hey, we don't speak English, so if you don't speak Japanese, sorry, you're out of luck. Imagine dating someone who has to wait for payday. She said, imagine dating someone who is employed.
These are the same phrases. They are identical. There is no difference in the meaning.
No.
Yep, exactly. Dark days loom for New Yorkers as climate law promises blackouts and cost hikes. Yeah, it's not a coincidence that the same things are happening.
Welcome in, Timberwolf. Good to see you, bud.
In Europe, UK, US, pretty much all the Western countries.
On my first date with this guy, he brought his own bowling ball, bowling shoes, and ball cleaner.
Sometimes people have hobbies outside of lying and getting abortions.
What?
Ooh, boy. Ooh.
Friends alum Adam Goldberg slams show for its insane lack of diversity. Incredibly unrealistic. It's incredibly unrealistic to have a group of people of the same race who happen to be friends. How does he feel about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, Living Single, and how many others?
Literally every sitcom since the dawn of fucking time, with a few notable exceptions, and they all sucked.
When you finally find the gold at the end of the rainbow.
Just soak it in, boys. Soak it in. This one's for you, Abe.
I swear to you guys that this is true. One time, back around 20 years ago now, I actually found the end of a rainbow. And I kid you not, it ended in a closed Walmart parking lot. The whole parking lot was completely empty, so I just drove all the way around it just looking at it. One time on a date, I told a guy I had an only sins, and he walked out. Later that night, he subscribed and sent the photos to my mom.
Fucking unit. Absolute savage and a unit, and that man should be blessed. When we go backstage in a minute, I'm going to tell you something that I used to do that is evil and terrible and horrible, and I actually got paid a few times doing it, and I did it first and got paid later. Anybody wants to know about that one, hit the link now before we leave.
The problem with this is she probably learned this from her mom.
Oh my God, Navia's right. Welcome Back Cotter was diverse, but if you remember, it was a bunch of underprivileged children that were all oppressed by the system that was incapable of dealing with their learning disabilities and their violence of their home life. Go watch the show, and every single one of those people are a victim of the soft racism of low expectations, including Mr. Cotter. Wrong button.
Like in this next one.
I keep fucking it up.
All three generations are on OnlySins. My mom, daughter, and myself. Crazy, right?
No, not crazy, just sickening. And I like the guy who replied with the book cover that says, Why a Daughter Needs a Dad.
Absolute elite. Elite. Yes, sir.
People are reaching out to Kamala Harris after Trump's Iran strike, saying America needs her now. Guys, I told you on a past show back some months ago now that if there ever was another so-called election, that it'll be one of their extremist liberal leftists that'll be put in. And it's very likely that it will be Kamala Harris. But further, all the doors that Trump has opened, like using the military in the cities and all the other things, which hasn't stopped, by the way, they just quieted it down in the media is all. But once those doors have been opened, they'll never be closed. But the direction in which those forces are sent toward will drastically change. And the tactics and force that they will use will increase 100-fold. Men were taught their whole life how to treat a woman and not what to expect from a woman. But women were taught their whole life what to expect from a man and not how to treat a man. Sad reality.
Wow. That's pretty.
Okay, I cheated in school, but I did it the hard way. without AI. Cheating before AI required a level of effort that you ended up learning something by default.
Yeah.
Absolute facts. Every single word is gospel, the gospel truth. You know what you got to do, right?
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, it's that time of night. I appreciate y'all coming. The glare on the glasses. You got to give them a minute. My eyes adjust. Anyway, thanks all for coming for a Tuesday Naughty Corner night. Yeah. And we'll see you next week. Toodles.
Is that all I get?
That's all I get.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Stan Speck with another natural history moment. And I'm not outside right now. I'm in the wilds of my own classroom here at the high school I teach at. But in my hand, I've got a specimen of a nut found by my brother. Not the Chinese variety, but the American chestnut. He found a whole bag of these under a stand of fully grown chestnuts on an island off the coast of southern New England, which is spectacular. These things are supposed to be almost gone. And the agricultural colleges all around the country have been working on hybrids. But we have extant stands, which is amazing. And this channel will be investigating them soon. I want you to take a look at that. I'm holding it in my hand, and it hurts. It's pricking me as I'm just holding it. Imagine stepping on these in a pair of moccasins or as a kid running barefoot. Stan Speck, Natural History Moment.
I get pie, I get stoned, I get high right when I get home. I got a lighter, got a bowl, got the devil's green gold, got papers I can't roll. I smoke pot, I smoke a lot, I said doc, I ain't aiming to stop. Got a dealer in the phone, don't grow it on my own. Legal everywhere except state to call home. At least I ain't sitting in prison at the moment. We can smoke together, but I really like smoking alone.
She sent us to the naughty corner. I just made a joke. She sent us to the naughty corner. Wasn't even woke.
Go to the naughty corner right. Where's my shoe? Go to the naughty corner right now.
Party in the naughty corner. It's the place to be. Party in the naughty corner. She threw away the key. Party in the naughty corner. We can never leave.
Laughing at me at the same time. What are you two laughing at? Because both of you can go to the naughty corner right now. There's room for both of you now.
Again to the naughty corner. I just called Will's name. Again to the naughty corner. I am not to blame.
Larry, go to the naughty.
Go to the naughty corner. Amara screamed at me. Go to the naughty corner. Carrie laughed at me. Party in the naughty corner. It's the place to be. Party in the naughty corner. She threw away the key. Party in the naughty corner.
Go to the naughty corner right now. Right now.